I knew I was taking a gamble ordering from Wish, but still I couldn't stop laughing when my blanket finally arrived. It's not a blanket. This is like the IKEA version of a blanket where you have to assemble it yourself. So I've been wasting time on the internet as usual, and I found something that's been giving me a little bit of a chuckle. And I know exactly how much you guys like to waste time on the internet as well, because you're here for a start. So let's have a communal chuckle, because this has had me going for a while. So allow me to introduce you to Expectations versus Reality Online Shopping Edition. And this one's a bit of a journey, I'm gonna be honest. I'd also like to say a big thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. So it starts out pretty normal. I ordered a wall tapestry from Wish. There's your first mistake. Let's start there. Let's get that out of the way. That's where you went wrong. I ordered a wall tapestry from Wish, and the picture to choose a design from was super small. Second mistake. I'm spotting a few red flags. It came in the mail today and I put it up. Looks great. Looks like a very normal flag so far. You're wrong. My blind ass took a picture of my wall like, hey, wow, my wall looks completed. And it full on took me 2 hours to actually look at the thing, because I suddenly realized. And then if you divert your attention to the wave of pugs that they somehow missed, that honestly, I did miss the first time I looked at this. And it's made of pugs. The whole thing is pugs, as it very well should be. So all I'm seeing is a successful purchase, really. In fact, you got more bang for your buck. There is no downside, from what I can see. Excellent job. Can't say the same for this next guy though. So what he thought he was getting was a male tank top for a pretty jacked man as well. And what he actually got was a beautiful bodycon dress that he's chosen to pair with socks. He looks great. Honestly, suits him. He looks good, I'm not gonna lie. Shows off his chest tattoo, like what? And he wears it with confidence, but there's a stunning lack of pugs, so I'm not sure this was a success. This one's an Amazon order. Now looking at this, you might think that they're buying a child's pillow that is in the shape of a dinosaur. You'd be wrong. You'd be very wrong. Reading it, animal pillowcase, dinosaur kids pillowcase, you'd be forgiven for thinking that. But no, it's the exact picture printed on a pillowcase. The nerve of whoever is selling this, they know what people are thinking. Oh, that would just steam your veggies, wouldn't it? And yet it is exactly as advertised. Technically, no. Well, yeah, it's weird. It is weird. It's weird and creepy, which is the problem. One or the other is probably all right, but both. This one says, bought my girlfriend a pillow of myself for when she went to university. Didn't work out as I'd hoped. What could go wrong? Oh, it turns out the answer is everything can go wrong. All of that. All of that is wrong. That is oh. The more I look at it, the worse it gets. The more things start popping out there. That is not what you want in a pillow or anything. Oh, it's just like a sad, weird potato. I'm gonna feel very mean if this is how the guy actually looks, and this is a very accurate printing of his face. This one needs a little description. Oh God, that is unfortunate. This is a face mask for ants. What did they assume she was gonna be able to do with this exactly? Face mask for a baby? Well, on the bright side, she's gonna have like an emoji shaped patch of very nice skin in that area. The funniest thing about this is just her expression. This one says, my sister ordered a dress online. This is what she thought she was getting, and this is what she got. Oh my good Lord. That is a pretty ugly dress to start with, I'll be honest. But how do we know for sure that this chick doesn't just have very long legs? Oh, this is just absolutely taking the piss. Look at this. Look at it. Have a gaze at that. It says, so I ordered a chair from my room off Amazon, and this was the chair that they thought they were ordering. This is the chair that they got. Oh, well, why did you buy a massive table then? That's your own fault. Order a normal sized desk, and this reasonably sized chair wouldn't look so weird. On the bright side, she could use the chair for her Barbie doll house or for a little hamster. Lots of Alice in Wonderland vibes happening here. This is unfair. This is just unfair. My friend ordered 50 Shades of Grey on eBay, and this is what she received. Cast your eyes upon this. The absolute nerve. The nerve of eBay, Wish, and Amazon sellers. It's literally 50 Shades of Grey. To be fair, probably better content than the actual book. Although a lot of these shades of grey on the left look very similar, so that could be grounds for a lawsuit. What? It's not a blanket. not a blanket. I knew I was taking a gamble ordering from Wish, but still I couldn't stop laughing when my blanket finally arrived. That's not a blanket, sir, that's spaghetti. Is that someone's dreadlock? This is like the IKEA version of a blanket where you have to assemble it yourself. Wish is not an e-commerce store at this point, it's just a comedy store. Whoever is running this shit has a great sense of humor. DIY blanket, it's just yarn. It's yarn, you've bought yarn. Honestly, everything from the interface of Wish, like the website, every single thing about it is just so questionable that it has to be funny. Speaking of bad websites, that's absolutely something that you're gonna have to avoid in 2021. Bad websites are 2020 energy, and the sponsor of this video, Squarespace, can help you out with that. Squarespace is one of the easiest to use website development tools out there at the moment to make beautiful websites. Some of the world's biggest companies, Hollywood stars, your favorite YouTubers, local artists, individuals, entrepreneurs. We know I struggle with that word. Entrepreneur. Who decided to spell it this way is my question. Squarespace basically allows anyone with an idea to create an impactful, stylish, and easy to manage online presence. You might be wanting to start up your own e-commerce website. In fact, I know a lot of you do, because anytime I talk about my clothing brand, you guys ask, how do you set that up? A lot of you want to start your own e-commerce ventures, and this is a really great place to do that. So I'm going to show you how to set up an e-commerce website with Squarespace. It doesn't take long at all. Welcome to Brianne Quickly Shows You How Easy It Is to Make a Website. I'm basically going to be making Rift Supply Co, but on Squarespace. So first of all, I want to make this whole section like an image. So that's pretty easy. I'd like it to be a little bit up here though. Yep, perfect. All right, so that's done. I've added a little logo up the top there, and I've also put one of the images for the products here. I do want to change the font though, so you can go into design, fonts. Everything is quite self-explanatory and intuitive, but there is 24/7 support, 365 days a year if you do need help. Oh, I like that one. What's that? Acumen Pro, easy. I want to change the background color so it's the same as the background of the product photos. It does help to know that that color is this. Wow. And the last thing I'm going to show you for today is just how to set up the products. Not called Lily, it's called the Save the Reef tee. So I've gone ahead and added the other side of that t-shirt. You can set it to track inventory so it doesn't continue selling when you've sold out. Okay, so I've gone and uploaded all the other product photos. Also, this hover to change image thing, I don't even have on my site. I like that. I'll leave it there for today, but we'll continue adding to this over time so you can see how to make a full shop. The possibilities are literally endless, so I'll hand you back to future Brianne. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com/BrianneWorth and use the code BrianneWorth to get 10% off your first purchase. That's squarespace.com/BrianneWorth and use the code BrianneWorth to get started today. Thanks to Squarespace for supporting this channel, and now we're back to the mess that we've dug ourselves into. This quite simply just says Amazon may want to recheck those product dimensions, and I am assuming they wanted like a pool toy sized unicorn, and I don't think this is worse than that. I think this is a much better outcome and a much more appropriate size. You could take this into the ocean. That's an ideal sized unicorn, if anything. That is absolutely nothing to be mad at. I'd be stoked. How long does that take to blow up though? It's great to know that Amazon only sells products that come in the sizes unreasonably small or way too big. Well, this is addressed to Halsey. I still don't know how to say it now. It's addressed to the one we all know about. Hi, I ordered your hopeless choker and it says holeless, I want to die. On one hand, this is hilarious. On the other hand, if you wear it, it is just the biggest self-drag ever. You really don't be getting any hose, and I don't think you will with this necklace on. The extra S just really brings it home. If you move the last S to the start, it could be shoeless, which is more family friendly and still weird. Oh dear, that's a big problem. Because this is what happens when you buy a $20 punching bag from China. What does that have in it? Is that just garbage? Like general, did they find that on the road? Did you accidentally buy a pinata and think it was a punching bag? Is this where China hides all of their landfill? They just ship it back to Western countries via punching bag? Well, if that's the case, you gotta respect the hustle. Tip of the day, don't buy your chainsaw from eBay. And why would you? Well, they really did take the name chainsaw literally. Well, they're not wrong. That is a chainsaw. Completely useless, but a good joke. Oh, this one actually hurts my soul a little bit because that is $750 US. That's like $900 Australian for alleged Yeezys, which as we can see, didn't quite go to plan. Half of me is like, that is absolutely what you get for paying that much money for shoes that cost like $13 to make. The other half of me just wants them to budget a little bit better. If it's any consolation, the original version looks equally as terrible. And staying on the shoe train, we've got also not a great pair of shoes, but there's 2 left ones, which makes them fundamentally useless. Did the product page say only 2 left in stock? Because that would be a very literal translation of this scenario. Was this given to someone who just can't dance very well? Well, someone out there has the 2 right shoes, so you guys just have to meet up and figure that shit out. My boss What? My boss ordered chairs for the break room last year. He did not get what he expected. No, he didn't. And what is with everyone selling small chairs? These chairs might sell alright in New Zealand because the only person that can sit on this would be a hobbit. Ordered 2 shirts from Old Navy and received 40 pounds of security tags and a coupon. What? I mean, 2 shirts, what's the resale value of 40 pounds of security tags? Maybe you actually made money. The chaotic evil part of me wants to put one of these in the pocket of every shopper in like a department store and just see what happens when they try to leave the store. Unnecessary, Brianne. All right, that is all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. It had a little chuckle. If you're new here, I give shout outs at the end of every video to people who subscribe and put the bell on. And that person today is Luke Moore 101. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, existing in this part of the internet at all. I can't think of anything to say, and I'll see you in a few days with a new video.